So, many of you might not actually know this, but Black Clover is my favorite manga series of all time. I mean, one of my favorites. And I think Black Clover is criminally underrated. But I did read one specific arc which made me think that maybe Black Clover is actually a mid-series. And I'm not gonna lie, I was actually bored by this arc, and that is the Elf Reincarnation arc. I think there were so many plot points to actually keep looking at, and I wasn't actually reading it weekly, I was binge reading it, so there was too much information that I couldn't store in my head, and that all led to this, me thinking it was a mess. But now that I look back at it, I think it was actually good now that I've read the wiki pages and trying to, understand things. So let's just look at the pros and cons of this specific arc. First of all, I really like the idea of our own characters actually being possessed by this elf instead of creating a whole new design for these specific characters. But there's also many different complications with this, that is because I know that they are possessed, but I kept calling them Luck or Gotch or anything like that, even though I know that they are different people and I don't even know any of those elf names. But look on the bright side, we have Mary Leona, and I absolutely love her character. She is the definition of a strong female character, and I really like that in Black Clover. Another thing that I really liked was Yuno actually being possessed but not actually possessed. That just shows how strong he is, but he technically isn't because he was possessed by an immature boy. It is just weird. And speaking of cool scenes with Yuno, the one thing that I really liked about was Sister Lily being in Hage Town and trying to help. And then Asta and Yuno just come in there and just help her. And that was an epic moment because this is where they started. And now they're here as magic knights, and that too one of the top magic knights. And they're saving this entire kingdom. And also, of course, Asta, uses his powers to cancel their elf powers and, turn them back into normal people. Which I kinda guessed would happen because Asta is always a unique character. And the best thing about this entire thing is Charmy. I mean, Charmy has her food healing magic powers, and also when she snaps, she turns into this, human hybrid form because she is half human, and that sheep becomes the wolf. That's just insane. This just made me love Charmy even more, and she has become one of my favorite characters of all time. Now that I think about it, there's so many epic scenes that I want to keep talking about in this arc, and I'm gonna question if I really think that this was a bad arc. So this episode that I'm talking about is the Black Bulls actually charging. I mean, Henry is now part of Black Bulls. He's using his power to move the entire Black Bulls mansion into a bull, and the entire Black Bulls almost are like going to the main kingdom to fight against these elves. This was a cool touch to the entire premise already. I always love it when the Black Bulls are like the main focus where we see each and every member doing something, and that's what this arc did good, I guess. So here's a controversial pick. I didn't really like the William Vengeance twist that he is also being possessed by an elf, and that too liched. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but I think he was possessed by him. I still don't know who Liched was, because there are so many people who claim to be Liched and I have no idea who's who. That was the most confusing part of the entire series because I couldn't remember who was who except Raya. No other elf was actually important to me. I didn't even know who Liched was. I still don't know. But here's what I really love. That is Nero being Secre or Secre, because I don't really know the pronunciations because I have never watched the anime. Them both actually coming here, it was oddly reminding me of a huge thing that actually happened in Naruto where, they just reincarnate all four Hokages and they come in to save the kingdom. I think this was actually kind of, homage to this. So those of you who actually tell this is Naruto's copy, for a moment I thought it was. But of course this isn't the same story, but I really liked that. And of course the villain was manipulated by another being who is a more godly level, I guess. This is Naruto, right? Also, it looks like Black Clover is on the verge of being cancelled because of its low sales, because the chapters all look as if it was being, pushed into a final arc kind of state, because many of the story arcs were being complete right now. I mean, the entire Silver family with Noelle kinda acknowledging her for who she is, it just looked out of place and as if it was too early. especially because I knew that the manga was really long, even more. But it looked like Tabata actually tried to end the story then and there, but then suddenly Shonen Jump was like, yeah, your story is great, keep continuing. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't end right there. But there's one thing that didn't really sit with me, and that is the villains were easily forgiven. I mean, the elves were actually really forgiven. Is that what it was? I don't really remember properly right now that I think about it. But there were so many things that didn't really make sense to me. I mean, they literally tried to kill thousands of people and they're just gone. And another really bad thing that I thought was in this arc is fake out deaths. We all know Oda Sensei doesn't really like killing characters, but I didn't really expect that from Black Clover. Because we saw that Julius isn't actually dead, he just rewinded time and now he looks like a boy with his own adult brain. Even though the adult brain, kind of thought like a kid. So I didn't really like that he was alive. I mean, of course the character should be alive. I think he was a great character, but I thought it was great if he died then and there. But whatever, the greatest scene in all of Black Clover happened in this arc, and that was the trial scene where he is being trialed with, Nero, and then the entire Black Bulls come in there and ask him to give them back Asta because he is a part of their crew. I really like that. Black Bulls is the only thing that makes me love Black Clover. Also, I'm really excited for the next arc, which is the Heart Kingdom arc, I guess. We do go to the Heart Kingdom and there are many things, and I don't really want to talk about it until the next video. Also, the 6 months time skip. This is the largest time skip that we can get in Black Clover, I guess, because everyone is now strong and everyone is now ready to attack the Spade Kingdom, and I'm really excited. I mean, if you're watching until now, I think you need to subscribe to this channel. I'm quickly catching up on Black Clover and I'll be talking about the chapters weekly when it releases, just like I'm doing with My Hero Academia and One Piece. And also I'm going to start on Jujutsu Kaisen 2, so if you're a fan, subscribe. And yes, what did you think about the Elf Reincarnation arc? I need to know in the comment section below. Like this video, share this with your friends, and you know what to do. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, sayonara guys, China out.